Welcome to Marketing Lessons by MarketingEffects.com. I'm Gary Ruplinger, and I'm doing a series of videos on marketing, mostly internet marketing, that will help teach you how to start an internet business and make it successful. Now I'll be starting with some real basic concepts that every internet marketer needs to know about. And I'll move on to some advanced topics that you rarely hear about in videos later on in the series. But first things first. In this first video, I want to cover starting your own internet business from a mindset point of view. Now, I'll cover the nuts and bolts of domain names and hosting and all that jazz in a future video. But I think mindset is far more important to your success, so I'm going to touch on a lot of different ideas and concepts here, and most of these will be covered in more detail later, but right now I just want to give you an overview of what it takes. Now, having your own business is a lot different than working for someone. There's no longer someone telling you what to do. You get to call the shots. However, that tends to be a bit of a double-edged sword for a lot of people. The big benefit is that you're your own boss. The bad part? You're your own boss. A lot of people don't make good bosses, especially when they're the only person they have to order around. Now, when you get started, frequently you're going to be the only employee of your company, so you're going to need to learn how to be self-motivated. There'll be days when you're not going to feel like doing much of anything and you want to take off, but what you really need is enough self-discipline to help make sure that you get through that and that you actually get your work done, or you're not going to be in business for long. You're going to be in bankruptcy. Next, you need to learn how to treat your business like it's a business. Now, I know this sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't take their internet business as seriously as they would if it was a brick and mortar store. And that is a big mistake. Take your business seriously, or don't surprise if no one else will. Now, you also need to learn how to hold yourself accountable, stop blaming everyone else if something goes wrong, and you'll get to success a lot faster. Now, even though starting an internet business typically doesn't require a lot of upfront costs, there is still a risk involved. Now, you'll be devoting time and money into this business, and just because you're on the internet doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to succeed. It's just like the real world. Most people in the internet business fail to make money. One common idea that you see on a lot of opportunity websites is mentioning how you can make huge amount of money by working only an hour or two a day. Now it's time for a reality check. That is not typical. Most of the really successful entrepreneurs that I know work at least 8 hours a day. Now personally, I've had times where I only need to work 3 or 4 hours a day, maybe only 3 or 4 days a week. But there's also times where I need to work 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. It comes and goes, so don't buy into the hype just yet. Sometimes you're just going to need to roll up your sleeves and do some work. Now, next I want to talk about working from home, or the make money in your underwear concept. Now, working at home can be great. I do it, so do a lot of other successful internet marketers. However, working from home has a downside. You need to set an area, a dedicated area, to work. If you have kids, a spouse, they need to know not to bother you when you're in your work area, or you're going to find yourself forever being distracted. And there's also a tendency that since you're so close to your office that you're going to want to spend all your time there and ignore everything else. Now, the best situation is when you're in your home office, focus on work. When you're in some other part of your house, don't focus on work. Stop thinking about your work and do your other stuff. Now, if it just doesn't work out for you, go ahead, get yourself a real office. It's okay. Now let's talk about that dirty F word. Yep, that's right. I want to talk about failure. Now, your first venture in the business world may not work out. It may take a lot of different things, a lot of different tries, and it doesn't mean you're stupid or that you're never going to make money on the internet. It just means you found something that doesn't work. So learn from it and try again. Finally, I want to mention the need to invest in education. This one drives me crazy. I see it on forums all the time. People want to know where they can learn everything for free. Yet these are the same people who went and paid $40,000 for a college education. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good information that's free. But there's a lot of time and money that you can save by being willing to invest in some good internet marketing courses and reading some good books. The way I look at it is this. One way or another, you're going to pay for your internet marketing education. Now, whether that be at the School of Hard Knocks or not is up to you. So I hope you got an idea here about what it's really going to take to start an internet business. Please be sure to visit us at www.marketingeffects.com for more information and more video lessons on how to make money on the internet. I'm Gary Ruplinger. Thanks for watching.